name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also a Patreon with lots of exclusive content, and I also offer personal readings. All of the links for that information can be found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out what exactly you can expect for the month of February of 2022. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. So once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But please, please, please remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, and your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the month of February of 2022. And as always with my monthly pick a card readings, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot. That's it, right there. And then go ahead and get some additional guidance from your oracle cards. So we're going to start right here in the middle for the underlying energy of February 2022. We've got the Fool card, Major Arcana, already coming in hot for February 2022. So this is about trying new things, taking a leap of faith, starting over with something, or just taking on a new project, just beginner mindset. And that beginner mindset is really going to serve you with the rest of what we've got going on here for the month of February. For someone, it could be a new relationship. I am seeing that possibility with what's going on, but let's get further into this. So from the past energies coming in from January, December, maybe even as far back as November 2021, we've got the 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. So there may have been this element of you guys just being very patient, or the fruits of your labor haven't quite paid off. You've been putting in a lot of effort and work and nurturing on something, hasn't quite yet paid off, but that is going to change here in February, because with the current energy, we've got the Emperor. So all that hard work and effort and nurturing that you've put into your tasks and your goals and your life's work, you are going to really start seeing some fruits of those labors, some payoff. Some of you, this could look like a job promotion or starting a new business, starting a new side hustle, just really glowing, having a glow up for some of you, wanting to change the way you look, or getting a haircut, getting your hair did, get your nails did, doing something that is really enhancing the way you feel, because you're really feeling good this month on the inside. You just want to see that now reflected on the outside, and it's not going to take a lot of effort on your part to see that reflected on the external, because you guys really are just glowing from the inside out. But you guys really are taking your power back this month. You are taking action in the direction of things that make you feel really good. For some of you, again, could be a new job, a new career that is just a completely, a huge leg up from where you are used to being. More money, more clout, more just people seeing you, people's eyes on you. So if you do have some sort of social media presence or platform, you may see an influx of subscribers or followers this month as well. So for the future conditions, this is kind of the end of February going into March, maybe even as far out as April of 2022. We've got the Page of Earth. So again, you're really taking that Fool energy to the streets this month with starting something new, but this has that seed or that potential to really grow over time. And you guys are the type, with this past energy you're bringing in, to really be patient. I know patience is kind of a virtue, and you're like, I'm not patient, I'm anything but patient. But what I really should say here is you guys are willing to give it time, to give your seeds time to really grow some strong roots so that they can then break the surface, and you can really see these things in your life that you're trying to accomplish go the distance this month. For somebody, I'm seeing a relationship that has kind of fizzled out. You've been with this person a long time, but you're just getting this renewed sense of passion, or you're like, okay, let's try one more time. Let's just give this relationship all we've got. Let's make this thing work. It doesn't always have to be a relationship, but I am seeing that for a significant number of you guys. Could be a friendship, a significant other, I'm just hearing like my work wife, someone you work with that maybe you've had a little lull in the relationship. You're really bringing it back up front and center, but you're going to be the one taking action to make things happen. You are the music maker this month is really what I see. So everything, it's kind of Midas touch energy, very King of Pentacles as well. When you combine the Page of Earth with the Emperor here, I'm really seeing you guys, anything you put your intentions into, you're really going to see it pay off. Again, might need a little bit of patience to really see the legs grow on this, but things you've already put a lot of effort and time into, that's what you're seeing come into fruition. These rewards or these things that you've done in the past, hard work paying off, maybe some sort of settlement for somebody, or a big influx of money. I know if you are some sort of influencer or working online, a lot of times you don't get that instant income. You have to wait a month or more sometimes, brand deals and these kinds of things, where you're waiting a significant amount of time before you actually see the benefit of the work that you've put in. But you guys really are starting to see that. But I also see some of you may be starting some new side hustle, some new brand deals, some new platform, some way that you are expanding. If this isn't financial abundance, this is just like spiritual abundance, or just happiness, or freedom to do what you want, creativity. I mean, abundance doesn't always have to look financial, but for you guys, it really is looking pretty financial as well as other things this month. But for your best path to follow, you guys have the number 13, transformation. This is the Death card. So the fact that you got this in your best path to follow, this is to allow the things in your life that are making a lot of noise, dying, or trying to fall away from you, the pieces that are falling away from you, this is to allow those pieces to fall. Even if it does hurt, or it's very, I would say more bitter than sweet, but could be bittersweet. Just allowing these things to fall away, because you are like that snake shedding your skin. That skin is only going to hold you back. Those circumstances, those people, those whatever it is that are falling away from your life, could be bad habits. This could be a good thing. But your best path to follow is to allow what's trying to fall away to fall away. Anything meant for you. This is what Spirit really wants to highlight. Anything meant for you, nothing could keep it away from you for a significant amount of time. Nothing. So if you release something and it comes back to you, that's how you know it's yours. The old Christina Aguilera quote. I know she wasn't the first one to say it, but it is in one of her songs. If it comes back, it's yours. That's how you know, is one of her lyrics. So this is just your best path to follow this month, is to really make that your mantra. If it comes back, it's mine. That's how I know it's mine, is if it comes back. So just realizing that anything meant for you, nothing, wild horses could not drag it away. If it is meant for you in the long term, nothing could keep it away. And if it's not meant for you, no amount of you clinging to it is going to keep it with you. So also keep that in mind. But your best path to follow is to just allow things to flow in your life, to be very present in the moment. And yes, the death, the transition, very 8th house, very Pluto, very also Mars energy can feel very painful, very, like suffering energy for some of us. And I know, when we're suffering, we're like, I'm not choosing to suffer. I'm suffering because I'm suffering. But when we, like, for instance, I've been sick. I don't know if you can tell in my voice, but I've been sick. I've had that, virus thing that's been going around, and it was very painful, very difficult. And I caught myself in moments just really feeling into that victimhood. And you guys might catch yourself doing that as well this month, but realizing that you can either be miserable and wallowing in that misery and allowing yourself to really suffer. And sometimes, that's what's needed so that we can know the difference between that suffering and that happiness. But you can also choose in every moment to have a better feeling, have a better thought. I know, right? It's easier said than done, but what Spirit is really calling for you guys to do this month is maybe even to transform the way you look at things, even those hard, difficult, sad and crazy things that are going on in life or in the world, looking at them with a silver lining and realizing that even in the death and destruction of things, there is a sense of beauty. if we can only just see it or grasp it. So for your wish coming true this month, we have the 9 of Air or the 9 of Swords. So some of you are overcoming insomnia. Some of you are leaving that nightmare energy, that anxiety, that stress, that worry. You guys are leaving that behind. This is such an amazing card to get in this position because you guys have really stressed yourselves out about something or someone or a situation. For some of you, it could be that relationship we were talking about. And the person in the relationship could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, mostly Leo. We do have the Lion here on the Emperor, but any fire sign, it doesn't always have to be the sun, moon, or rising. It could be their Venus, their Jupiter, their Uranus, but whatever is going on, you guys are allowing, with this Death card and the 9 of Swords, you're allowing the death of things to just kind of settle, and then, you know, the Phoenix rising from the ashes of this, because she's got some sort of, I don't know, it looks like a fiery, it reminds me of a pine cone seed, but I'm not even sure what it is, but it's very fiery. So there's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of root energy associated with the things that you guys are rebirthing, because after that death or that transition, that transformation, also comes a new beginning, that birth. And that's why the underlying energy is this Fool card, to really carry you guys on the wings of your new life, is what I just heard, which is very beautiful. Spirit wants you to call on them for help. Anytime you feel stuck or stagnant or sad or suffering, all the S's, all the S words, anytime you're feeling that, really call on Spirit and they will aid and abet you to get you out of that funk. Because for your outcome for the month of February, you guys have the King of Water or the King of Cups. This is masterful. You guys really are overcoming the ups and downs of your emotions, the healing that you've been doing, the hard work, the effort you've put in. You are really balancing everything out. You're balancing the books of your life is what I just heard. So making sure that you are even checking in with your emotions almost constantly is really going to help you feel through any anxiety or stress that you have coming up. And also just being this kind of role model or mentor for other people in your life. You may be getting a lot of people coming to you for advice this month, or you're just feeling more, I don't know, peppy or like a little extra, that you just feel like you want to help everybody. So of course, make sure you are, you know, not trying to help people when they don't want help, like, you know, meddling energy, but I don't really see you guys doing that so much. Others of you also with the Emperor and the King of Water here, you may be looking up to a divine masculine for help or mentorship this month. They don't have to be a man, but they are showing up for you in their more masculine energy or go get 'em kind of energy, and you really need that to you know, help fuel all of the things that are falling away and all of the new beginnings that are going on in your life. So if you don't have a mentor, just call on your guides and angels to be that mentor for you. Your own higher self is probably the best mentor you could ever employ. So call on that higher self to come in and mentor you through anything going on this month. All right, so let's go ahead and now get into your oracle cards. Alright, you guys actually had an extra card from the other groups, so we're going to get into it. So first and foremost, we have the Transform card, which you also have the transformation here. Death. It says, rise above any situation and you become the best version of you. So yes, all of those, you know, shedded snake skins that are coming off, those are not the best version of you. That's the reason they're falling away, to help then reveal that innermost and most authentic version of you that is needed, that is being called forth to step into this role of your now self and the future self. Sorry guys, I was feeling the heat. I had to take off my sweatshirt. You guys are bringing the fire to this reading. But we also have the Patience card, and this is actually the card you use to select your pile. So again, going back to that 7 of Earth, this is all about cultivating the sense of patience. Although I do see, again, that kind of windfall of past deeds coming in, financial abundance and abundance of all sorts coming in. But patience is going to be key for anything new you're starting this month. Patience is key. But with this page of Earth here, this is all about starting something very stable and secure. Of course, the Pentacles are the slowest moving, but they are also the most stable, the most secure, and the most financially viable of all the signs. But we've got also this Divine Mother card with the number 37, which adds up to 10, so a new beginning. And then we've got the 45, which adds up to 9, so the ending, the new beginning, death and rebirth energy is just rampant here in your reading. But with this Divine Mother card, this is all about nurturing and having compassion for yourself and grace as you go through these kind of transitional phases and the death throes of allowing what's no longer serving you to fall away so that you can rebirth a new and better version of yourself. But then we also have the achievement card, so effort plus intention. So this is very Emperor mixed with Page of Pentacles energy here. So yes, you guys really are taking this to the streets. Anything you're really excited about or working on or releasing, you are just doing all of it in tandem. And we do have a buffalo here, and it looks to me to be a white buffalo. So looking up the spirit animal of a white buffalo, which are very rare by the way, look up that and see if there's any additional guidance from this animal medicine here. But yes, you are achieving things, and you're going to continue. I'm seeing all the way through May of 2022 to really put down roots for this new thing that you're starting this month of February, to really be able to start something new in your life, something that can probably shift your life in a whole new way for some of you. But then we have the Brilliant Beliefs card, luminous life force and personal power. Just so much Emperor energy, but also mixed with this death. This is you, that phoenix rising from the ashes, really allowing that greatest version of you to come online, because it's always been there. It's just been buried under the layers, or the unshedded skin of who society told you to be, your parents told you to be, your friends, your family, pop culture told you to be. But you are ready to be who your higher self is telling you that you are. Then here we have the number 55, so master number 55, that might be an angel number you want to look up, but this is the transits card with climate. So this is all about being very present in the moment, especially with all this patience and transformation. Yeah, it's very difficult at times to be in the present moment when we feel like things are just standing still and nothing's moving forward. But at least by the end of the month, I'm really seeing that you guys are going to kind of just embrace this present moment and just feel like, well, it's going to take a little longer than I was hoping, but you know what? I'm here for it. The journey is just as important, if not more, than the destination, so let's have at it, spirit. So there also might be some important transits. I know in February, maybe even by the end of January, I can't quite exactly remember when Venus goes direct once again. I'll put the date over here so you guys know. But once Venus starts picking up speed again, I really do see wherever Venus is going to be transiting in your chart, whether Vedic or Western, whatever you follow, feel free to find where that is and what house that is in your chart, because this is a house that's starting to bloom or blossom or come alive. For those of you who have Venus transiting your 7th house, or 7th house from your moon if you are in Vedic astrology, that's another way that you can see how you're going to mentally respond to the transits and the things that are going on in life. This is going to be a great indication of a rebirth in a relationship, any relationship, because Venus rules relationships, but most importantly, the relationship with yourself. I really do feel that is probably the most important relationship, because like I always say, we are one half of every relationship that we are in. So some of you may have this transit going on in your 1st house of your personality, of yourself. Others of you might have this going on in the 4th house, so your relationship with your mother or the people that you have living in your dwelling with you. If this is in the 3rd house, this is your younger siblings. 11th house, older siblings. Take as it resonates. But then we have the conjunction card with alliance. So you may be coming into partnership, friendship, work relationship, work wife relationship with somebody, and I'm even seeing, with the transits and conjunction cards both on the table here, there may be transits that are making conjunctions with your personal planets in your natal chart. So say Venus, that is now going to be going direct sometime in February, I do believe. Say that Venus is transiting over your moon, so that kind of creates like a transitory conjunction in your chart with your moon and Venus. So you can look up a moon-Venus conjunction and just see the energy that's going on there. That's just an example. If you don't have any conjunctions going on, this is just forming alliances with those people that you hold near and dear and you have those deeper connections to in your life. So then we have the Soul Star activation. What an amazing card. Fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. Yes, personal power, remembering who you are, Emperor energy, Divine Mother, nurturing and compassion and grace. You guys are remembering more of your spiritual gifts and who you are on a more soul level or a higher self level. You guys are coming into contact even with soul family members. I'm seeing with the Soul Star activation card here, the Merkaba, the light body, looking up these things. The Eye of Horus, this bird I think represents Horus here. So looking up that symbolism if you want, and working with this deity can really help you find your personal power as well. So for the last card on the deck here, we've got the Star Gathering, Stars Aligned, Remembering Home, and Soul Family. Yes, alliance, conjunction, soul family, climate, coming into, alignment with those who are meant to be on your path for the next little while here. But sometimes we have to kind of release, because think of it this way, you only have 24 hours in a day. It feels more like 16 hours in a day, am I right? Things just seem to go by super fast these days. But think of it, we've all got that same 24 hours and we can only fill it with so much because there's only so much time in those 24 hours that we can fill. So say you already have 10 acquaintances, but you don't really have any close connections with any of those acquaintances. You may have to release a couple of those acquaintances to then make room for some deeper connection so you can actually spend time, one-on-one time with some of these new people rather than having to spread yourself so thin with all these different acquaintances. So it's almost like figuring out how you're spending your time, but deepening the connections with those that you really do feel connected to and that you really do love is really going to be the key to helping you tap into even your personal power. All right, group number 1, I hope that resonated for you. You will have to let me know below what you thought. Any stories you want to share, I always love to hear from you guys in the comments below. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, my email address and the links for the other two can be found in the description below. All right, you guys, bye! Alright, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the month of February of 2022. And as always with my monthly pick-a-card readings, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards. Right, we're going to start right here in the middle with the underlying energy for the month of February 2022, and we have the Messenger of Fire, which in this deck is the Knight of Fire. It always confuses me because I think messengers, that's page, but there are actually pages in this deck, so that is the Knight. So the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire. So you guys are passionate. You're moving forward. Some of you may have felt stuck, stagnant, indecisive, confused in the past, but no more. Not for February of 2022. No, you guys are moving forward. You're excited about life. You are ready to feel better, I just heard. And yes, I have been sick personally, but I'm feeling maybe some of you have had some sort of cold or flu or the thing going around, maybe possibly, or just feeling very sore or tired or stuck or lethargic in some way. But this energy is shifting so much for you guys in February that you are going to feel very energized and very enthused to go after your dreams and desires and wishes this month. Yay! Finally, I'm hearing finally for some of you. Maybe you felt most of, if not all of 2021 was just one giant stagnancy. Especially those of you who have felt that way, 2022 is going to be a much more cohesive and forward-moving, major momentum gained kind of year for you guys. So for the past energies you're bringing in from January, December, maybe even as far back as November of 2021, we've got the Two of Air or Two of Swords here. So feeling confused, feeling indecisive, like we were saying earlier, just feeling stuck or stagnant. You guys may kind of start February with just a little bit of that energy coming in, but Spirit's now correcting me and saying that a good half of you are already going to start feeling this Knight of Fire coming in the end of January. So those of you who feel like you're already hitting the ground running in February, that's amazing, but the other half of you may kind of ease your way into this. So whatever resonates for you, wherever you fall in that spectrum. So it's not going to last too long though, because we have the Knight of Water, the Messenger of Water here, Knight of Cups. So this is amazing that you've got 2 knights. This is momentum. This is forward movement, especially those of you who have felt very emotional or done a lot of emotional healing or clearing in the last, I want to say like 5 months. You guys have really been doing the work, the shadow work, the inner child work, just allowing yourself to feel whatever's been coming up, and you're going to be able to gain some momentum in your healing journey and really double down and see some benefits, some leveling up, level up. Yes, you guys are leveling up this month of February, especially with your healing journey. There's something you're doing that is just making you glow from the inside out, and you do have this little ring of fire here on your head with this beautiful card here, but you guys just are glowing, and other people may even be commenting about how you're just glowing, or what have you done to your skin? Is there some sort of routine you're doing, or what products are you using? People are just noticing this inner glow that is now reflected on the external as well. But a lot of times when you do look at someone's face, it's not even really the face that we see, it's the energy behind the face. The eyes are the windows to the soul. So when your soul is shining, your face just appears to glow, and you just seem more beautiful to those around you. Even though they kind of maybe think it's like an external beauty, really a lot of times it is that internal beauty that's shining through that really makes people attractive. And you guys are very attractive this month to others and also to yourself. And I know I had mentioned in group 1 about Venus going direct. I don't know if it's the end of January or early February. I will put that information over here once again, like I did with group 1. When Venus is going direct, it's retrograde at the time of my filming this in January 11th to be specific. But I know it's not going to be retrograde for most of February, if not any of February. I'm not 100% sure, but again, date is over here, so check that out. But when Venus goes direct, you guys are you're gonna feel more sensual, more beautiful, more loving and excited about life, because the future conditions position here with the star. Yes, you got the star. So this is gonna be the end of February going into March, maybe even as far out as April of 2022. Wish fulfillment. Things are just lining up, but especially those of you who've really been through it the last year to 5 months or so, maybe even longer for some of you, this is like a major breath of fresh air, just major up-leveling, major happiness that you thought, well, this is my life, 2020, 2021, this is my life, I guess, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you guys are gonna feel so happy, so fulfilled, so much better between the end of February, March, going into April, that it's not even going to be funny. Like, I want to give you guys a big hug, because you guys have really been through some stuff, and it is about time. Spirit's like, it is group 2's time to shine. Thank goodness. So, which is coming true, leveling up, an upliftment of your reputation. I'm seeing like a Rahu or a North Node transiting like a 7th house, so you may be experiencing that transit, or 7 houses away from your Venus is what they were saying. I almost said moon, but then Spirit's like, no, it's the Venus. So your natal Venus, you might have this transit going on 7 places away, or directly opposite your Venus, possibly for some of you. But for your best path to follow, we have the High Priestess. So yes, you've got 2 major arcanas here, the Star and the High Priestess, to really carry you through this month. I apologize if you can hear my dog barking in the background. He will just sit and bark at nothing. Piggy Woof, he's 14, so he might be going a little senile, I'm not sure. But yeah, he sometimes will just sit and bark at the air, which, to me, it's the air, but to him, it might be maybe he's seeing something I'm not, but I apologize if you can hear him barking. I'm trying to talk loud enough that you don't hear it, but there it is. But with this High Priestess, you guys are really tuning into those spiritual gifts, your clairs, your clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clair everything, claircognizance, all the clairs coming in hot for you guys. And those of you who are already on a spiritual path, spiritual journey, you're just going to see this really amping up, especially paired with the star. If you've really wanted to level yourself up in the spiritual plane, get ready. Your dreams are also, with the star here, going to be taking on a very lucid and very I would almost say dreamlike, but dreams are dreamlike already, but like they're more realistic is really what Spirit's showing me. Even though I'm saying dreamlike, it's like they're beyond your wildest dreams. It's beautiful. Maybe even having like premonitions or precognitive dreams or waking visions where you're actually seeing good things happen, and then those good things start to come true in your life. That's amazing. So really embody your divine feminine and your spirituality this month, and it's really going to take you in a beautiful direction, group 2. So for your wish coming true this month, we've got the 5 of water or 5 of cups. So you guys are not going to be crying over spilled milk anymore. No, you guys are done feeling like the victim or thinking like life never happens for you, it just happens to you and blah, blah, blah. No, you guys are really overcoming that limiting belief, thinking you're some victim or like everybody else gets the good things and you're just left with the scraps. No, you don't feel that way anymore, especially those of you who have felt that way in the recent past. The past 5 months or so, Spirit's really highlighting that past 5 months has been especially hard for a lot of you. You're just feeling more in love with life and more self-love, because what's left after those 3 cups are spilled is the 2 of cups, and the 2 of cups really, to me, it is soulmate energy, but we are also our own soulmate. Think of it that way. So you are really pampering yourself and treating yourself like the king or queen that you are, and really amping up that self-love, that self-care, and just living a more joyful life. I'm currently, haven't started quite yet, but I'm on the verge. Today is my clothing day. I am going to be restarting. I never finished, so I didn't quite rebound, but The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, if you guys have ever heard of that book, or I think it's also a TV series on Netflix as well. But yeah, it's all about only keeping the things in your life that make you happy. Of course, things like your waffle maker and your iron and, the things you might need or use, but you don't particularly think they're very joyful, you still will keep those types of things because they do make your life easier and happier. But maybe some of you are actually embarking on a purge or a clearing or a cleansing of your physical abode, your home, your energy field. You've done so much clearing in your energy field. Now you're feeling like really clearing the clutter out of your physical reality. I'm seeing someone whose car has gotten a little out of hand. Maybe there's a lot of mail on the passenger seat or on the floor of the passenger side. You're just wanting to clean things out and detail things, deep clean, purge, cleanse. I really do see this as a wish fulfillment for you. And also bad habits are kind of dying away, or maybe that 3 cup of coffee day habit that you have, you're like, I think I'm good with 1, or hey, I'm just gonna clear out caffeine altogether. Maybe you guys are really going for it. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a spectrum of people. There are those of you that are just really ready to level up your life and lead a more spiritually connected but also simplified physical life. And that will look like clearing bad habits and clutter from your life as well. So for your wish fulfillment, I love this because you were coming into this month with confusion and not sure what way to go, and you're leaving this month with your clarity. This is the Ace of Swords. You are getting your clarity. You're seeing things much more clearly. You have a new beginning in communication. Maybe you are establishing new communication with someone from your past because, Venus retrograde going direct. People from the past come back during Venus retrograde, but maybe you're starting something new. Could also be someone completely new. Doesn't have to be a love interest. Could just be a friend, a family member that you haven't talked to, or that you're meeting for the first time. Family reunion kind of vibes, or meeting a long lost family member for the first time for someone here. Very interesting. Or you're finding someone that you've been looking for many years online. Could be someone from school or a family member or just someone you lost touch with over the years. You're finding them this month. But you guys are starting something new. Maybe you're even starting some sort of new social media platform. I see someone who's like, I'm never joining TikTok. And now you're like, I think I might start a TikTok. Do it. It's okay. Of course, you guys are coming at life from a more spiritual perspective anyway, so I don't think it's going to take over your life or anything if that's what you're worried about. Eat the cake, do the thing, have some fun. That is what you're being asked to do. But any social media that you start, or any new account or presence online that you start this month is really going to be successful, because the Ace of Air, Ace of Swords here being the outcome. Great success with that. Okay, let's go ahead and get some oracle cards in on the mix. All right, let's see what else we have for you, group 2. So we have the card you use to select your pile here, the direction card. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. Yes, with that 2 of Swords, you are getting your clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Spirit definitely will stop you. With this High Priestess as your best path to follow, when you listen to your intuition, to your gut, to your vibes, you listen to the vibes, that's really going to take you in the positive or the right direction for you. Then we have this Courage card. So when picking roses, don't fear the thorns. This is taking action, even knowing that maybe I'm going to make a mistake. Maybe I'm going to prick my finger on that thorn, and maybe I'm going to have a little spot of blood there. But you know what? I'm not going to let that ruin my day. I'm going to keep moving forward and make a beautiful arrangement out of these roses that I've picked from the garden. That is the approach you're taking. It's like, yes, I know I'm going to fall, but I know also that I'm going to get back up again. That's kind of the motto that you guys are really carrying into February of 2022. It's a very solar plexus chakra colored energy going on with a lot of these little pops of yellow that you guys have going on in your reading here. But then we have that Soul Radiance card, Phoenix Rising. Yes, very death and rebirth energy. We did have a touch of that, or a lot of that actually, going on in group 1. So if you are feeling like you are rebirthing yourself from the inside out, maybe check out some of the stuff we had in group 1 as well. But with the number 53 here, it adds up to an 8. So you guys are really starting to take action in a direction that feels like a rebirth, or like it's taking you courage. And courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid to go forward. It just means that you go forward anyway. And that's what you guys are really embodying, this sense of, well, it sucks that I feel so scared, but I'm just going to take this leap anyway. I'm doing it anyway. But you're being rewarded by taking that leap of faith. With the number 11 here, master number 11, maybe the number 11 has been chasing you around or following you, but we have opening the heart, deep connections, and water blessings. And you guys have a lot of, well, I guess not too much. You got 2 cards here with water, but there's a lot of emotional, like you're checking in with yourself emotionally a lot and really feeling your way into the situations. As much as you're thinking about them, you're also feeling your way into them this month. Especially with this High Priestess, it's kind of a watery energy as well. But opening your heart, really working on that heart chakra. There is a lot of kind of green kind of going up into the turquoise color going on for you guys here. So kind of bridging yourself from your heart up to your throat chakra is really important for you guys this month. And also that solar plexus. So really the solar plexus up all the way to the crown, because with the High Priestess here, that is like crown and soul star energy, which we did get a soul star energy card in group 1. But you're just deepening these connections with the people you love as well. And maybe you're spending a lot of time near or in water, or drinking a lot of water, or maybe you're just changing up the way that you hydrate yourself. Something with that going on this month. And oh, interesting, we got a 53, a 53, and a 35. So looking up the angel number 5353, or 3553, or 5335, because they are inverse of each other. But 53, 53, 35. Wow. Also 333 and 555, because they're all there. And then number 11. So those are all the prominent numbers that I'm seeing. Also number 17, because, you know, star is the number 17. Wow, that's so beautiful and powerful. But the number 35 here is the Ascendant card, Entrance. But this to me is like a new beginning. A very full energy coming in. You guys really do have a lot of similarities with group 1. I'm really seeing that now. But there may be some transits or something going on with your first house or your Ascendant, or maybe a conjunction that you have going on your Ascendant is causing some, you know, shaking up, some waking up of energy going on. And it could even be opposite the Ascendant, so it could be transiting of your 7th house, or 7 places away from your moon, or directly opposite your moon. These are some transits you guys can look for to see, you know, what's going on in my chart, what's going on in my life. But opposition a lot of times will bring confrontation. Confrontation, though, guys, doesn't always have to be bad, because confrontation can lead us to our highest good and our deeper sense of who we are, what we want, what brings us happiness, what brings us joy. So sometimes confronting our issues, confronting our habits, confronting the people in our lives that are maybe causing a little bit of havoc, can actually benefit us, because we can put a stop to the things that are kind of running wild in our lives, and taking action and, you know, having a rebirth with certain people or certain situations in our lives, or just realizing maybe someone or something isn't for us anymore and deciding to let it go and move on. Then here we have the Sword of Light card, Divine Protection, Cut Cords, and Breakthrough Energy, especially coming in right below this Confrontation Opposition card here. Some of you might be letting go of people or just not spending as much time with, I'm seeing someone specifically at work that's been causing you some issues or some drama. And you're just, maybe you're not cutting them out of your life, so to speak, because you have to work with them, but you're just not allowing their negativity or their animosity or whatever it is they're bringing to the table that doesn't feel good. You're not allowing that to ruin your day or to really taint your energy. And a lot of times when you disconnect or detach your energy from someone who's draining a lot of your life force, the universe will naturally take care of that. Say it's a coworker for you. That coworker will either be fired, or they will find a different job, or they will just go bother somebody else, and they kind of, I just heard the trash kind of takes itself out, which, spirit doesn't mean that anyone's trash, so to speak, but you know what I'm saying, energetically speaking, the energy that something or someone is bringing to your life is kind of trashy, and you are either with your own intentions kind of pulling your energy back, or you're literally cutting those cords and allowing those people or situations or things to kind of go away from you so that you can have a breakthrough. Because again, we've got another Ace of Swords here on this deck. So you've got 2 cards of the Ace of Swords. Ace, which is clarity and new beginnings with communication. So maybe you're finding your voice. Some of you are rising from the ashes of that throttled throat chakra and really healing that throat chakra, opening your heart, and really working on that throat chakra as well to be able to speak your truth and allow people to know exactly where you're coming from. But then we also have the halls of Amenti initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. And this is very, very high priestess vibes as well. So you guys really are tuning in and finding out, hidden depths, hidden mysteries about yourself, about your soul, natural talents and gifts that you didn't even realize you had, or maybe you forgot that you had, and you're reviving them, you're bringing them back from the dead. Yes, you are. And you're being initiated. I see like your star family is really working with you in the astral realm, and when you are in meditation, or when your consciousness is just more focused. So it could be when you're doing some sort of creative project or something you're really hyper focused on that doesn't take a lot of brain activity, but you're focused on it and you're kind of lost in it. I see someone like with an adult coloring book, or something that you decide, okay, I'm going to use this color now, and then you just color it in, and your mind, you can maybe download some information from your guides or your higher self during that time. But when we're constantly distracted, or investing our attention into something that really doesn't serve us or have much to do with us, that almost can feel a lot of times like wasted energy, like binging on Netflix or watching a lot of content that really doesn't enhance your life can a lot of times feel like an energy leak in your life. And maybe some of you are clearing out the habit of just mindlessly watching TikTok or scrolling Facebook or something like that, and you're limiting yourself. You're not cutting yourself off completely, some of you, but you're limiting the time that or being more intentional with the time you're investing into certain things, because it's like you pay attention. You're investing in your life by paying attention to whatever it is you're paying attention to, right? All right, group 2, that's all I'm seeing for you. But you will have to let me know below what you thought, if this resonated, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you, my wonderful high vibe tribe. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, also over my live stream channel and my Patreon. Links for both of those are in the description below. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, my email can also be found in the description below. All right, you guys, bye! Alright, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the month of February of 2022. And as always with my monthly pick-a-card readings, we're going to go ahead and start with the tarot cards and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards. Alright, group 3, we're going to start right here in the middle with the underlying energy for your month of February 2022. We have the Messenger of Earth, which in this deck is the Knight of Earth, Knight of Pentacles. I always think messenger, that should be page, but there are pages in this deck, so the messengers are the knights. A little confusing, but there we go. So the Knight of Pentacles, you guys are starting something new. Again, patience is going to be a virtue here, because what you're starting may not take off right away, but it's going to have legs. It's going to, as long as you're putting effort and action into it, you're really going to be able to build a solid foundation with whatever this is, and it's forward momentum. especially those of you who felt stuck and stagnant and like things just weren't moving forward. We did get a hint of that in group 2 as well. But those of you who felt like, oh gosh, can something just happen in my life that's good for once? It's coming, it's happening. But for the past energy you're bringing in, this is from January, December, maybe even as far back as November of 2021, you have the 4 of Air or the 4 of Swords. So you guys have had to take a little bit of a rest or a little bit of a time out. Spirit kind of took you out of the game and put you on the bench for half a minute or two. Some of you are like, half a minute is still like a decade. I feel ya. I'm right there with you. I've recently been sick, and some of you may have been sick or just not feeling at the top of your game lately. But this is Spirit by design. Spirit has helped kind of put you on the bench for a minute so you can catch your breath and really get prepared for what's coming, because there are some really big and beautiful things coming into your life very, very soon. You just need a bit of a hot minute, a time out, a rest, some self-care to really bridge the gap to get you where you're going. But for the month of February 2022, present conditions going on here, we've got the Page of Water. Yes, the Page of Water, Page of Cups. Some of you are getting some good news this month. Could be a pregnancy, could be a wedding, could be a friend getting pregnant, friend getting married, family member, or even just a good new idea that you guys are going to be able to really start taking the distance. But again, patience is going to be a virtue with this thing. This could even be news, something coming in from a younger friend, a family member, having to do with this person, or someone younger than you is really inspiring you. It could even be someone on social media, some sort of influencer or artist that you are like binge watching their content or looking at their pictures or their art, whatever it is that they create, listening to their music. For someone, ding, 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 Spirit's like, ding, 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 we have a winner. It's something to do with music. A younger artist is really inspiring some of you right now. And music is really going to take you to a more, like a high, like a spiritual height for you guys this month. And I apologize if you can hear my piggy wolf, Walter, down there barking. He barks at things randomly. I don't know. But then for your future conditions, this is going to be the end of February, going into March, maybe even as far out as April 2022. We've got here Temptation, which is the Devil card. Probably one of the more beautiful Devil cards I think I've ever seen, though. She looks very content. She's just kind of hanging out here with her apple, and maybe it's a peach. I'm not sure. Apple? I'm reading apple. All right, it's an apple. But we've also got a treasure chest, lots of gold going on here. So this to me feels like feeling tempted to waste time. I'm not really seeing this as the traditional like devil stuff, but this is more the worldly affairs or the worldly views and things going on in the world are kind of tempting you away from your mission a little bit. So this is just being very mindful of what you're spending time doing, focusing on. I did mention in group 2 about paying attention. It's like the currency of your attention. You only have so many hours in a day to be able to accomplish what it is you've set out to do. And I think you guys do have big dreams or big goals or something you've really wanted to really dive into in your life. But you may be tempted to, your friends are like, hey, we're going out to this one place, come with us. Or, there's a lot of things going on and you'd rather just do a bunch of other things. But these are more time-wasting things. I'm not seeing self-care and taking care of yourself as a temptation or a time waste, not at all. And not completely depriving yourself either. You still need breaks. You still need just personal time to do fun things and to do nothing if that's what you choose. But don't allow that amount of time that you're spending doing those things to overrun the dreams and goals you have. I don't think you guys will. I think you're going to heed this warning of temptation here and there. You're going to heed it very well and do just fine. But that's why we do these readings, is so you can see kind of the energy coming up so that you can prepare for it and completely change it if you don't like it, or just be very mindful of it and kind of skirt around it if it's something you don't want to have to experience. But for your best path to follow, we've got here the 7 of Air or the 7 of Swords. So your best path to follow this month is going to be speaking your truth or communicating more and better with a significant other, with people very close to you in your life, and even people that are more like acquaintances or people you don't really know, but you have to communicate with them. Not just agreeing with people, but actually speaking your truth or speaking from the heart is really going to serve you this month, because you're actually going to be turning certain people on to maybe your viewpoint that maybe they didn't think about whatever it is you're presenting or the way you're seeing things, and you saying, oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people do that, but this is what I do. And that's going to inspire people, actually. Just you speaking your truth and kind of standing up for what you believe in a kind way, not in like a forceful, I'm an online like troll kind of thing, but just speaking from your heart is really going to help other people kind of get a more wide perspective of whatever it is that's going on or whatever it is you're talking about. So that is your best path to follow, just speaking from the heart and standing up for what you know is right. Not just going and bending to the will of everybody else because that's what everyone else is doing, but actually doing the hard thing and standing up if that's what's warranted or needed in any given moment. So for your wish coming true this month, I love this one. We've got the 4 of Fire or the 4 of Wands. This is celebration. This is weddings, happiness, marriage, joy, peace, contentment. Lots of fun goings on at your home. Those of you who are married or have kids and you have a close-knit family, home life, things are just looking really well. Those of you with kids, you're being inspired by your kids, and your kids are being inspired by you, or you're working on some sort of family project or home project with your kids, something like that. Those of you who are more single or don't have kids, this could just be having a lot of gatherings or get-togethers or parties, or of course being safe and wherever it is and what's going on in the world. You're taking proper precautions or whatever that looks like for you, but just this is really centered around the home. Someone may be moving as well, moving into or finding a place that is more like a dream home than the place that you're currently living could be happening this month for you, especially if it is a wish that you want to find a better place or to find some place that's more affordable or has more land or closer to a park or whatever your wish list items are. Some of you are finding that this month. Others of you are just making the place you call home a lot more comfy and a lot more cozy, which is great as well. But then for your outcome, we have the 3 of Cups or the 3 of Water. So I love this with the 4 of Fire. Very similar energies, but this is really taking it up a notch with like-minded individuals or soul family, star family, soulmates, twin flames, all the fun things. Brotherhood, sisterhood kind of energy, just really celebrating. There's something to celebrate this month. Could be that new home, could be a promotion or a job, or just feeling accomplished in something, and other people are wanting to celebrate you as well or celebrate with you on something. Could be you speaking from your heart really inspires someone and you guys are starting something new together. Could look like that as well. But there are celebrations. Could be a birthday. Maybe you have a birthday going on or an anniversary going on this month as well. Or you're celebrating someone. I'm seeing someone who passed away. Their birthday is this month, and you're just, you're still celebrating them in your own special way, even though they are no longer of the earthly plane. They are still in existence somewhere out there. All right, so let's go ahead and get some oracle cards in on the mix. I do have to mention before we get started, there have been some amazing number synchronicities for all piles, especially pile 2 and you guys. We've got a 13, which adds up to 4. We've got a 4. We've got a 4. So 444. Angel number 444. Look it up. Live by it. See it all the time. I'm sure you're going to be seeing it a lot. If you haven't already, this month it's going to be following you everywhere. We've also got the number 23, which adds up to 5, so the number 55 or 555, or just the number 5. Big changes coming in as well. But I love, this is the card you use to select your pile, and I didn't even realize it because I just covered it up. I got it covered up like this, so I completely had forgotten what the truth card here. We were talking about speaking your truth, speaking from the heart. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. It says, when everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. You guys are allowing Spirit to speak through you this month, which is very, very powerful. But also we have the weed card here. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Yes. So I think for some of you that have had kind of a timeout or Spirit's kind of put you on the bench for a minute, it's because you guys were operating in a world or in an instance or a situation or a relationship where you were taking a lot less than you deserved, or figuring that you should just settle for the crumbs because that's all that there is or that's what you deserve. No, my child. No, my friend. You deserve so much more than you've given yourself credit for. And now is the time to claim that, because look, you're deepening the connections with those that do value you and do love the truth that you speak and love the connection they have to you, soulmates, soul vibes, all of that going on. But then with this number 23 card here, the shamanic journey, purpose, attunement, and vision quest. So some of you may be, much like group 2, having waking visions or precognitive dreams, or your dream state is just very active and very magical and mystical. But you guys really are tuning into this higher version of yourself. Really, your higher self is really stepping up to the plate to allow you as this human person to embody more of your light coming on very soon. But purpose, it could be associated with this Page of Water, Page of Cups energy here. Being able to celebrate the fact that you've tuned into a big part of your life purpose this month. And just attuning yourself to these higher frequencies that are pouring in, the cosmic energy that's coming into the planet. You guys really are tuning into this source of inner strength within you that is so powerful that you didn't even realize you could be that powerful. But then we have summoning power. Speaking of power, instinct, intellect, and control. But you guys aren't just letting this power run away with you. No, you are very intentional with it and containing it in such a way that is very graceful and very, I guess, just powerful. Let's just use the word. I know that you're not supposed to use the word that you're defining in the sentence, but we're going to do it anyway. Yes, power, power, power. But being in control of that power, or allowing your higher self to be in control of the power that you exude in this world. But you speaking from this place of power, from this source of strength, is really going to benefit you guys moving forward. But speaking of all that strength as well, we've got the dignified card here with strength. So yes, I'm seeing this as your planets. There's something going on with the transits, or maybe your natal chart. There's something lighting up in your natal chart that is really a source of strength for you. Could be your 6th house, which is your day-to-day routines, your health, your vitality, pets, animals, because we do have some animals here. 6th house vibes for some of you. So there might be an important transit going on in your 6th house, or an aspect going on to your 6th house, or even 6 houses away from your moon sign. Could be a very important place going on for you right now. Maybe some of you have a Cancer 6th house. We do have the sign of Cancer here with immerse. Number 4, 4th house vibes as well. Could be your 4th house. But mother energy, intuition, your home, all of these things associated with this 4 of Wands here. You guys are embodying the moon. So the moon transits, the full moon and the new moon. I'm not sure of the dates of those in February, but I can put them over here. Yes, I can. Those dates are going to be very important for manifestation for you guys this month, or being able to know what is real or what is right for you. Your sense of purpose, your sense of courage and strength and dignity. You're bringing it this month, group number 3. Yes, you are. And then we have here Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting the process, and Dharma. And you guys were already kind of retreating to recharge at the beginning of the month. So some of you may still be kind of balancing out all this action you're taking with some respite, with just taking some time to process what has happened. Because a lot of times when we're leveling up and leveling up and leveling up, if we just try to keep going, we can really burn ourselves out, because those fires are burning bright and that candle is burning down quicker than if we're just taking it slow. So when you burn through that candle real quick, you do need a time to kind of rest, balance all of that out, or to integrate all of the things that you've learned, or all of this new energy that's coming in for you. But trust that your higher self, your guides, your angels, your crossover loved ones have your back, and the universe has your back, and they are working with you to help you imagine whatever kind of life, beautiful life that you want to live, because you're getting glimpses of that this month with this 4 of Wands here. You, as your wish coming true, you are getting glimpses of your dream life coming in for you this month. So then here we have the ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries, and especially the mother's side, because we do have the Cancer card here, which represents the mother, the moon represents the mother. So this could be specifically healing on the mother's side. Although if you are doing a lot of father healing, don't stop doing that. Keep doing that as well. But if you've been doing a lot of father healing, allow some time for some maternal healing as well. But those of you who've been on this maternal side or healing the ancestry on your mother's side, keep on keeping on with that as well. But yeah, Also finding boundaries, putting proper boundaries in place, and really weeding out those codependencies that we have in relationships or in jobs and situations, specifically too with this devil energy coming in toward the end of the month, taking you into March and April, making sure you're not leaning into those codependent tendencies that we can have with the devil card. And just being more interdependent rather than codependent this month. So yeah, lots of karma being released. I think you guys have been really clearing a lot of karma probably since about, they're showing me November, like mid-November. There might have been something that happened in November that was very devastating for you guys, or just took you off your path, or at least you thought, okay, this just took me off my path. But this was actually a karmic detour to get you to be able to release a lot of karma so that you can get on with it. Get on with it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, group 3, you know you guys have a very, very special place in my heart, and I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful, masterful, magical February of 2022. Ooh, what's happening? Okay, something's happening. I just got major crown tingles. First time that I've had the crown spiritual tingles since I got sick about a week and a day ago. So yay, I'm glad they're back. I didn't feel them for a while, and it kind of scared me that I lost my connection, but here it is. I see grandmother energy coming in for someone. There's 2 people actually watching this. Both your grandmothers are here. I do feel it's on the maternal side for one of you, and then the paternal side for the other one of you. Interesting times. But whatever resonates, she's just letting you know she's okay. She loves you. She's with you. She's guiding you. She knows you can do this healing that you've set out to do and accomplish all the great things. So that's a message for 1 or 2 of you there. Now to itch my head, it's major crown tingles going on. Beautiful, lovely energy. She's a feisty one, that grandma of yours. I love her. If she's here, if that's for you, she's here and she loves you. So all right, group 3, I love you guys so much. Please feel free to share any stories in the comments. I always love to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at Done Creative, also over on my live stream channel, where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and my Patreon. Lots of exclusive content over there. We have a blast over there. And also, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, my information, my email address can be also found in the description below. All right, you guys, have a wonderful and blessed February, and I will check you next time. All right, bye.